All right, let's get real. MLM is an awesome opportunity to grow an asset, but what's with all these old school tactics still being taught? If you're like me, you want modern methods to scale and automate your business. Let's put the marketing back into network marketing and stop using hope as a business strategy. Welcome to Not Your Mom's MLM Radio.
What's going on, everyone? Jen here for another episode of Not Your Mom's MLM Radio. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for everybody who's subscribed, liked, reviewed, rated, and all that fun stuff. You are the bomb. I love you. Seriously. I never even thought that I would be a podcaster. I love to talk. I'm a talker. And I'm super introverted, so you would think that this would have always been a natural fit for me. But I never really thought about it. You know what? And I'm going to be honest, it's probably because I've always been afraid of being consistent at something. Although I've coached many people in this industry, small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers on consistency is key. I have struggled with that. So just calling myself out on my own BS at sometimes because that's what we got to do. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. You rock. I seriously love you and appreciate you. And let's get into it. So if you're watching this on YouTube, this episode, you see that I kind of look a little hoochie mama. Now anyone who's listening to the podcast is probably going to hop on over to YouTube just to check out what I'm talking about. And I'm kind of just teasing. I'm just messing around. I got like a spaghetti strap. My hair's in a high ponytail, big hoop earrings. But like, this is me, man. This is me. This is me and my authentic self. I'm a backwards hat wearing, a baseball hat wearing, hooped earring, little gangsta, and that's just me. That's my energy. That's who I am. I've always been that. It's kind of funny because, I have a family of 4, my mom, my dad, me, and my brother, and my brother is classic prep boat shoe wearing, like he's got the Lacoste or the Burberry or the it's a polo. He's a lawyer. He's phenomenal. I mean, my brother is my homie. I love him so much. We've always been super close, but we couldn't be more opposite. And I crack up and I tell my parents that all the time. And that's, here I am, this like sweatpants, chill, but like a little ghetto. And I mean, hey, it's all good. And in the best possible way. I mean, I'm classy too. I'm not going to beat myself up, but you know what I'm saying? And it's just funny. But that's just who I am. And so this episode is about how do I help you stop being so damn afraid of being who you are, online and offline, both. We go through this life one time, at least to my knowledge. None of us are here to tell the tale if we come back many times, but I'm just saying that this one life is so special. And if you're a business owner, you have to make a splash, okay? You don't just get to skip a rock in the pond. You have to make waves. You have to make your mark. How do you do that if you're so vanilla? You can't do that. You cannot do that. You have to be bold. You have to be, I forget where I heard this the first time, but you have to be an overly exaggerated, a louder version of who you already are. And like that scares a lot of people, and that scared me too. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm still not even near where I need to be showing up. I need to be louder, and I'm working on that for you guys to keep things spicy and interesting, and so that you know who you're talking to, who you're listening to. You know me times 10, right? To have a big, loud, outgoing personality, it scares a lot of people, and I totally get that. I'm like this to my close circle, my friends, right? But to anybody else, I probably come off shy because, again, I'm introverted, right? And that's just the truth. That's just who I am. But the reason why this is so important is because polarity is key. And what do I mean by that? I mean that in earlier episodes of this podcast, we talked about identifying your ideal client avatar. Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to serve? Why that exercise is so, and I don't remember which episode it is. Go back and look. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to it. But because you have to do that. Stop what you're doing now and go back and listen to it and do the exercise, okay? And there's even something you can print out if you go to my site, and that's in that episode as well. But this is so important because of 2 reasons. 1, you have to know specifically who you're working with, but 2, you have to know who you want to repel. Now, I'm going to tell you something, and this is kind of a good test, actually. This just came to me, too. If you look at your existing team, okay, what kind of people are they? Are they from all walks of life, men, women, 40 years difference in age. Everybody's got everyone from the 20s to the 60s, 70s. I mean, if that's the bulk of your team, and maybe you don't have a team yet, that's okay. Maybe you have a team of a handful of people, a couple people. Maybe you have a team of hundreds. Look at the majority of them. Is there a common theme there? If there is, great, good job. You are probably on the mark, on the money, attracting that ideal person to you. But if it is a whole slew of people that are from, this one's, you know what I'm saying, right? Completely all spectrums from all ends of the earth, all walks of life. If that's your team, then there is a possibility that you are welcoming anybody and everybody into your organization. And while that is super sweet of you, it's not really the most effective. It's not the best thing for your business development, your business growth, your scaling of your business, and most importantly, like the longevity and the here and now, what your goals may be and how much more you might want to grow. You're going to need to hone in on that ideal avatar. So polarity is being so authentic to who you are that you are attracting the people that you want and you are repelling everybody else away. So I'll give you an example. 2 years ago, in the beginning of my the one MLM that I'm currently in, I remember knowing my avatar. I've written this exercise down. I've written it up for you if you want to go grab it, like I said, and it's such a good one. And I knew who my avatar was. The problem was that I was not doing a good job of attracting that person to me. I was not crafting my content with that specific person in mind. So what ended up happening was I'm attracting all these different people, men, women, all different ages, like I said before, right? All these people. And I'm, knock on wood, I'm so lucky. My team is amazing. I love them so much. But the majority of them back in the beginning, right, they were not that person, that exact specific person that I was trying to attract and I was trying to work with, okay? So I wasn't doing things nearly as effective as I needed to be. And I knew what I had to do, and I had the tools, and I had it in my arsenal, in my back pocket. I knew, but I wasn't implementing it in a way with my content that was attracting people to me. Now, what's funny about that is, like I said, my team's amazing. I love them. I love them so much. I so appreciate them. One of the things I love about this industry is the amazing people that you get to know, that you get to work with, and get to see everybody winning together. It's just the collaborative effort. It's just an amazing industry, right? But what's funny is that I have a team down south, and I'm an East Coast, Northeast Philly, like up here in the north. Down south, they're, bless their souls, I love them so much. They actually, there's been so many times that I'm like, gosh, wish I could be like that. Like super sweet and dainty and no potty mouth, right? Like class acts. And I love my team. Everyone down south on my team, they're the Southern Belles.
They're sweet as pie, but they probably wouldn't have joined me if I was really doing a great job at attracting my ideal avatar. Why? Why do I say that? I'm not exactly a Southern belle. I'm a little, I could be crude. I'm a little crass. I'm a little harsh. I am not politically correct. I cuss. It's like, it's honestly not to offend anyone. It's just kind of like culturally the Northeast. Like it's kind of what we do, how we act, what we say. Doesn't mean anything. I never curse at people. I just say it as an exaggerated to emphasize a point. And a lot of people down south, a lot of people on my team do find that very offensive, and that's totally okay because that's who they are, right? It's just I'm not the whole flowers and pastels and sweet. I'm more in your face, tell you like it is, rough around the edges. I'm leather jacket, baseball hat wearing. It's just me. So if I was doing a better job back in the beginning of being more authentic, being my authentic self and crafting my content around me, then my own attractive character would have brought the people that I was trying to attract, the people like me in some ways, would have brought those people to me. Those people would have been the ones to be enrolling and with me in my business, joining my team, and so on. And instead, it was everyone from all walks of life, which is honestly, I'm so grateful for every one of them. It's so cool when you can work with people and love on everybody with where they're at, with who they are. I love people. And I get that question a lot. When I say stop being vanilla, that's the title of this podcast episode, that I know why people are resistant or hesitant, I should say, to do that. That's because you've been told or conditioned or brainwashed into thinking this is just a numbers game. And then the other side of it is, well, you want to help everybody, wouldn't you? If somebody wants help, don't you want to help them? And the answer, unfortunately, is yes, we all love people. We treat people with kindness and respect. I mean, I hope you do. Geez. But you don't want to work with everybody and anybody. And you definitely don't want to work with people that are desperate, that really, really need you, or they need what you have. I know that sounds crazy, and that's super contradictory to probably everything you've ever been told. But I'm just here to tell you like it is and tell you the truth. And, you're not here to be someone's therapist. You're not here to hold someone's hand. This is business. It's nothing personal. It's just business. And that's the real truth, the harsh reality, or the nitty whatever of business ownership. If you're going to have pride of ownership and you're going to be so proud of what you've created and what you're creating, you need to be laser specific with who you want to work with and who you also don't want to work with. Polarity. You have to be okay with repelling a lot of people. You're going to attract a lot of people to you. No doubt about it. Especially if you're really good with publishing your content and being consistent and, being in front of people, in front of your audience, you're going to be great. Be okay that you're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. If you are, and you're that broad, you're not going to be a successful business owner. Definitely not in this space. You're not. It's just not going to happen. So be okay with being bold, being loud, a louder version of who you already are, and be okay that you're going to have to be really specific with your content and with those people that you want to attract. And that is going to mean you're going to turn some people away. You're going to turn some people off. You are not going to be everybody's favorite person. Not everybody's going to follow you in the whole world. You see sometimes, influencers or people of influence, leaders that have tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands of followers. That's amazing. But do you realize how many people are in this world? There's just like 7 billion people in this world, guys. I have yet to see an influencer or someone, a brand ambassador or an entrepreneur with 7 billion, all the people in the world following them. It does not exist. It does not happen. And that's okay. Do you think they're crying about that? No. They cast their net and caught only the fish that they're trying to fish for. Okay? If they're trying to fish for, I'm going to get all cheesy now. If they're trying to fish for flounder, they're not catching trout. They're only catching flounder. Like, that is so stupid. It's such a stupid example. But you understand what I'm saying? If you're trying to catch everybody, you will catch no one. You will attract no one. That's just, you've heard me say that before. You've heard other people say that, I'm sure. Don't want to be a broken record here, but I do want to drive the point that polarity is key. Being bland, wishy-washy, it's not going to do you a damn bit of good. It's going to be detrimental, honestly, to your business. Okay? And another thing I want to point out about this is why, if you're listening to this podcast and you're going, all right, Jen, I love this podcast. I want a podcast. I want to talk about this same content. But shoot, does that mean I have to compete with you? I remember all the people that were doing automation. You got Russell Brunson, you got Steve Larson, I could name 2 or 3 other people that I was following and consuming their content to study this, to master this craft. And I'm still in the process of doing that, right? And I remember thinking, well, crap, like, I'm going to show up in the space teaching similar things, and I got to compete with those big dogs. There's no way I'm going to be able to compete with them. No way. And then it hit me no, I'm not competing with them. And you're not competing with me, and you're not competing with them. You're competing with yourself. You are showing up and Your only competition is the person you were yesterday. And here's why I can say that with absolute certainty. And this is why it's a fact that you're not going to be competing with me, and I'm not competing with them, and I'm not competing with you, right? And the reason for that is because of the avatar, okay? I show up and I curse and I am rough and I have my own spin and unique twist and my own attractive character that I put out there. I am not everybody's cup of tea. And I am so okay with that. I am so okay with that. If you're not okay with that, you better get there fast. And so if you're putting out we kind of have the similar niche, we fall under health, wealth, or relationships. If we're both under wealth, we're under the same category. We're teaching about automation, okay? And maybe that's you. Don't worry about, you're not my competition and I am not yours. And the reason is because we are our own people. We're authentically ourselves. I hope you are. If you are trying to be a Gen 2.0, if you're trying to be another Gen Powers, you're gonna fail. You're gonna crash and burn hard, okay? Nobody wins that way. No one gets ahead. Nobody's successful that way. You have to be the loudest, proudest, biggest, boldest version of you, and you will win. And you will attract people that are your ideal audience. They're gonna go to you. They're not gonna come to me. There's a lot of brands out there that are similar, but he or she says it slightly different than the other person. Maybe one's a man, maybe one's a woman, maybe one's a different age, maybe one has, you know what I'm saying? So that's actually not a legit concern. It's not a concern at all. It's an irrational fear. It's a limiting belief, and it's not real. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you. So with that, I'm going to end this one, but stop being vanilla, okay? Be rainbow sherbet. Be a cookie dough. Be a mint chocolate chip. Don't be vanilla. And by the way, I do love vanilla, but don't be vanilla. And you know what I mean? Don't be bland. Don't be boring. Don't be dull. I don't want to tell you to be obnoxious, but be the louder, prouder version of you. Show the world that. Say it in the way you say it. Speak the way you speak. Share the way you share. Know where you want to post your content and be the champ of that platform, okay? For me, I love YouTube. I love podcasting. Facebook Lives, video marketing, it's my jam. Okay, you know what I hate? I hate Twitter. I don't understand the point of it. I think it's changed now. Like, it used to be, 140 characters? And I was like, well, how the hell am I going to fit everything I want to say in that stupid little... Anyway, I know people love it. And if you love it, awesome. Go kick ass at it. Master it, okay? Know who you are. Don't try to bend the rules. Don't try to become anybody. Don't try to be me. Don't try to be anybody else. Okay, get inspiration from other people. Take what you've learned from them and go share it and make it even better. Add to it. Put your flair and your unique twist on it, okay? But be loud about it. Do not be afraid. Be okay that the louder you get, the bigger and better you show up. You're gonna get haters, and bravo. That will be so exciting. I'll celebrate. I'll cheers with you, throw back a beer or whatever, and we'll cheers about it together, all right? But be okay with that. And being vanilla is a recipe for disaster. So be anything but that, and you'll be great.
Hey, thanks for listening. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Would you like a copy of the book that changed everything in my network marketing business? If so, you can grab a free copy of Network Marketing Secrets at notyourmomsmlm.com/book.